Welcome to the Inverclyde town of Gourock on the west coast of Scotland. Today we are taking a ferry from here in Gourock over to the town of Dunoon. There is a covered walkway between the ferry terminal and the railway station. The covered walkway brings you out at the entrance to the ferry terminal. This is very useful if it is raining outside. The pathway is well signposted, so you can easily find where you are going for the ferry. There is a large waiting shelter next to the boarding point. Our vessel today is the MV Argyll Flyer. This is the larger of the two passenger-only vessels which operates services to Dunoon. The other vessel being the MV Argyll. Departing Gourock, you get a great overview of the town. You can also see how long the covered walkway is from the railway station. Dunoon is one of two destinations that you can get to from the port of Gourock. The other destination being the village of Kilcreggan on the Roseneath Peninsula. Kilcreggan is situated directly north of Gourock, whereas Dunoon is situated to the west. This ferry crossing offers great views across the Firth of Clyde, overlooking the Cowal Peninsula. You can also see some of the Roseneath Peninsula if you look in the distance. The approach into Dunoon is very scenic. You can just make out Dunoon Pier in the distance. The MV Argyll Flyer offers a very unique experience. It is a small passenger-only ferry with two decks, which can carry up to 244 passengers at one time. It is quite a bumpy ride, as you can see from the movement of the ferry here. Journey time from Gourock to Dunoon is 25 minutes. Ferries use the breakwater docking facility here at Dunoon and not the actual pier itself. Dunoon Pier is a famous local landmark which dates back to the Victorian era. It was recently renovated to bring it back to its former glory. The pier itself is owned by Argyll Bute Council. Dunoon Pier is a Category A listed structure. It is also the best surviving example of a timber ferry pier in Scotland, according to Historic Environment Scotland. Up until June 2011, the pier was used daily for foot passenger and car ferry services to Gourock. Nowadays, the pier is purely a tourist attraction. Dunoon is the main town on the Cowal Peninsula in Argyll Bute. The town is famous for hosting the Cowal Highland Games, also known as the Cowal Highland Gathering. The town has a long and very attractive promenade. This also dates back to the Victorian era, the same as the pier. The town centre consists of one main street with shops. There has recently been some regeneration work done to the area around the bandstand. It is a focal point for outdoor performances. It was now time to head back to Gourock. Boarding is up this narrow metal gangway that drops down from the ferry. Dunoon Gateway to the National Park is written on the link span in English and also in Gaelic. I didn't originally plan to record the return journey, but the sky decided to brighten up as the day went on. Western ferries provide a car ferry service between Gourock and Dunoon. Their services depart from just outside Gourock at McInroy's Point and take you to just outside Dunoon at Hunter's Quay. If you look closely here, you can see Dunoon in the distance. The ferry was constructed by Osier in France in 2001 for Inishmore Ferries. She was originally named Queen of Arran II. She was then sold to Arran Island Ferries, following the closure of Inishmore Ferries. She was then renamed Barrion Chonimara, which in English means Queen of Connemara. She used to serve the Aran Islands over on the west coast of Ireland. Argyll Ferries Limited bought the ferry and renamed her the Argyll Flyer in 2011. In 2019, the service was incorporated into the Caledonian MacBrayne ferry service contract. She had her livery changed to the Caledonian MacBrayne livery shortly after this changeover. Caledonian MacBrayne is known as CalMac in short form. It's hard to believe that I was the only one sitting out on the outdoor deck. It might look sunny, but it was very cold and windy outside. As we approach Gourock, you get a great overview of the town. You can just see the top of St John's Church in the skyline. You really get a good sense of motion up at the front of the ferry. The ferry turns around again here at Gourock before docking. This is because there is only one way on and off the ferry. You can see MV Chieftain in the distance waiting to depart over to Kilcreggan. The outdoor deck offers great views overlooking Gourock Bay. I paid just £9 for my return journey to Dunoon and back. This is great value for money in my opinion, and a great onboard experience as well. As you can see, the ferry now has Caledonian MacBrayne branding on the sides. The ferry is 30 metres long and 7 metres wide. I stuck around to watch the ferry depart for Dunoon again. Gourock railway station used to have a lot more character to it than it does today. But now most of the station is made up of these glass panels. The original station building was demolished and replaced by a new building in 2010. The new station building was officially opened in 2012, with all the works costing £8 million in total. The Bay Hotel used to be in the space where the current station car park is now located. There is a half-hourly train service between Glasgow Central and Gourock. I highly recommend taking a trip up to the top of the nearby Lisle Hill in Greenock. You get great views overlooking Gourock and the Firth of Clyde. What Calmac ferry route should I try next? Should I take a trip on MV Chieftain to Kilcreggan? Should I try the Western Ferry service over to Dunoon? Leave your comments down below. Thanks for watching my video. Please subscribe if you want to see more of my travel adventures. It is totally free to do so. If you would like to support my channel, you can find a link to my donation page down below in the video description.